Welcome to Albion War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is November 20th, 2020. I am your host, the Shozen One, and joining me today, as always, I have Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, and we're watching Money Guild, led by Derek, do some PvE because it's the last Friday of the season, boys. And I think people put away their toys.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a very quiet evening here today. We do have one or two territory launches by One Punch Man, so that's maybe possibility of content. And Money Guild is out with a small force today, taking some objectives. Currently taking an outpost. We did see them killing some mages. There's a hideout under construction in the other zone that they were just in. So maybe, just maybe, we will have some smaller scale content today instead of the large cluster queue action that we see quite often here. It's in quite decent gear. They are going for a fight here. I'm just going to stick on the battle mount for now. They are going to pick one or two members of
Goop.
The Life is Hard Dio. RDO.
Yeah, Goop is here, and is it GG.com? I don't recognize
I don't know what I'm even watching at the moment. It seems like a while back and forth. Is Derek now getting involved? Because his blob just don't. Yeah, if you hop on Derek, he's engaged. WMD mounting up, and so is the Goop Alliance.
WMD getting whacked up here. Okay.
I don't think anyone knows who's working with who.
Nope.
And
I think they're just fighting each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Goop is not with WMD. We saw them attacking each other just moments ago. We know they're not with Oops. And it looks like WMD and Misclick are going to go right for Derek here. Great engage. Lots of pressure on him. He's going to be forced to fall back. And no reset available. Lots of DPS coming down around these guys. And I think they're going to lose SBS here in just a moment, unless there's a great reset. Which
they need
a decent.
They need to turn now. It's going to be a good engagement. There goes the permafrost onto the front line. Derek's very low HP here. Straflex did go down in the initial engagement as well, so he's one member down. Looks like Money Guild are just pulling back here. The reset does go down in the back line. WMD still applying that pressure. Nice engagement with the permafrost, and Goop come in on the western side, hitting both Money Guild and WMD. The return engagement, the Camman comes out, and it's a nice clump. Permafrost does land in the front line. The melee DPS pressuring that engagement as the Goop boys pull back west. Derek's going to fall back south, so he's not the meat of the sandwich at the moment. And it looks like another group is coming around on his southeast side. WMD just backing up as well. So yeah, it looks like we're in a little mini freeway fight here. It's not something that we don't really see that often, especially at this size. Normally it's people working together, especially at this time zone. And it's like a couple members of Oops did indeed go down. Derek's now back on the prowl. I believe Goop and WMD are probably going to be engaged on each other. Yeah, but it looks like WMD are pulling back towards Derek. Derek's still a little bit hesitant to engage here. I don't blame him. Comes in.
He's outnumbered here, but he's got them because they are not clumped together.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice counter engagement there. Misclick with the perfect siege bow placement onto that whole entire clump. Another member of Money goes down, and another one as he slowly dies as he reflects himself. Looks like Derek is going to be trying to save himself here.
Yeah, that was a really good wrap by Misclick. They came in very scattered, allowed Money Guild to attack their midline, and then everyone surrounded the backside of Money Guild after the engagement and hit their clothies, and it was very good DPS. And they got a couple of kills and caused the run from Derek, who's currently being stalked by this pesky lizard.
All right, here we go. The action has popped off here versus Clap and Phone. We're on, what is this? The Thee? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Faye.
Faye?
Yeah,
all right, cool. Well, they're going through some very tight chokes here. Resets coming down as they advance over the bridge. Phone are in a pretty nice spot. If Clap pushes this, it's going to be a pretty interesting play. Defensive wind walls are down. Looks like the play has been engaged. Calman's hitting the back line of Clap, and our tank has made it through into the front line. Nice Grovekeeper engagement. There goes the cleanse onto the front line. They're going to be fine. It's like Clap hasn't broken through. Only their melees and tanks have. So they are lacking heals in the front line along with their ranged DPS. And Faye needs to back up. He needs to be careful here. He's half HP with defensive wind walls coming down onto the choke point as well. As Clap finally try and make their way through Enigmatic Staff onto the front line. Here comes the big engagement. That's a
nice
perfect Camland clump.
Great Camland.
But because all the DPS haven't came through the choke yet, it's only going to be a couple halberds applying their bleeds in the backline on those clumps. Finally, we see a reset come down. The Fae is going to walk away from it. He doesn't want no heals. He don't need no heals. He's a strong solo tank. And it looks like Phone have backed up, allowing Clap to push on through. Like they're going to fall back on both sides, actually. 7-Up, Phone are coming in. There comes the halberds onto the front line. Brimstone does land, doesn't connect. Defensive Icicle being used here by Phone. Clap are going to make it through to the back line. Why are they mounted up? I don't know, but it's going to...
Mounted up and standing
still, as once again we have lost Shozen. And the heals are coming out. It's going to be a re-engagement here. The Fae looking for an engagement with his Grovekeeper. He does get stunned. He does leap into his own Zerg. And it's going to be a bow push here by Phone as they break through the choke point onto the backline of Frixier. Clap looking very in a bad spot here. They're losing members left, right, and center. They don't have a front line. And I believe they have no healers.
Am I back?
You are back.
Yeah, I think it's TeamSpeak, not my internet. I can use Discord and stuff. So yeah, haven't been kicked out of the game yet. If I lose you again, sorry, I'm having some TeamSpeak trouble.
Oh, okay, dokes. Well, it looks like Clap are going to mount up and call it quits here because they couldn't break through a choke point, and they didn't notice that they could go around the rock and come from the other end.
That's too bad.
And it was the one that stunned your back.
Yep.
Well, here we go. Holy Buddy working his way up into the backline of Sloth. There comes the sprints. The Night Helm's popped. Camland does connect with one or two members of Sloth's front line. There comes the deletion. The armor pierce from the Damnation. The return, though, from that wild tank. That's how you like to play as a Grovekeeper. He actually saved himself because resistances did come in with the Grovekeeper E. And now everything are taking a beating from the DPS as they get pushed in from the western side. Holy Buddy, along with his Zerg, going to be pushing back the way they came, trying to just stabilize.
They all need to go through the same choke here, though, without getting caught. And they did! They got caught. No Knight's Helms. Come on, guys. Let's get some kind of protection in that choke. If you're going to go through like that and you start seeing people get caught up, hit your defensives. Come on.
Yep.
So many died in that choke unnecessarily.
I mean, they could have got a perfect return deletion of their own. They did get quite a few members down to about 1 bar health, but it seems not every DPS got the call to return and engage on the western side, or they were too scared to.
It was a fearful event. I would have been scared too. It looked like they were losing a lot of guys there. It was a little rough. All right, but now they've come back. They've got a nice engagement here, and it's kind of stopped.
Yeah, it got stopped by the tanks of Sloth. A great way to stop any engagement is throw yourself as a Grovekeeper onto the DPS. And it looks like, once again, everything are retreating to the northeast. Nice Grovekeeper catching that group there. Perfect Camland onto everything. And it's going to be a night-night here. Camland's coming in. Galaclap's coming in. It's, oh boy. It's rough. Very, very rough. And Holy Buddy's trying to work his way out. Brimstone lands on top of his head. And there comes the execute by the Bloodletter. And now it's going to be free loot bags on anybody else that's caught off guard heading to the northeast here. Great plays there by Sloth. You know, they're not just headfirst rushing into the Zerg. It seems like they are actually wrapping around and engaging in the back line while having tanks engage in the front line. So it looks like Sloth are just a little bit better than Arch at the moment. If you're looking for a bit more action rather than us watching Arch chase Sloth around, you can actually see some ZVZ fights on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlbionTV, where all the ZVZ shows do get trimmed down. So it's just pure content with some battle boards at the end to give you a better idea of what went down in the fights. Also, some 5v5 Crystal League coverage as well on the channel, Invasion Days, and some interviews. But mostly our interviews can be found elsewhere, can't they, Shozen?
You mean on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV or any other place where you listen to podcasts by typing in Albion TV into the search bar?
I do indeed.
That's where you can find them. Yes, anywhere at all. Go ahead and just type in Albion TV into your search bar on any of your favorite podcast search tools, and you'll find us right there with almost 100 interviews at this point, Bogul.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what happened with Aggressor and all. But
everybody's still trying to figure that out. I mean, it's I'm getting numerous PMs from people all sharing the same info. So everybody's kind of like sharing around the same rumors and screenshots. Now, as you guys know, screenshots don't mean proof.
Yep.
Ever since the days of Photoshop, ruining pictures. But we will still share the screenshots, Bogul, the ones we can get away with.
Yes, there may even be some doctored ones in between.
Yeah, I know there's a couple. It's going to be an interesting show, but we'll get out of here.